For decades, German architecture largely kept to itself and focused on building at home. Foreigners showed little interest. But that's now started to change. German architecture is in demand. Is it because the designs are aesthetically pleasing, or because they're environmentally advanced? A trip through space and time, and a look into what the future may bring. We'll start small, in a Berlin courtyard. The future here looks old. The architect Carsten Wiewiorra has put together a structure made of parts recovered from demolished prefab buildings.
Architecture doesn't usually recycle very much. Basic building materials do get recycled, of course, but whole components, that's relatively rare.
Wiewiorra's interesting little design shows the potential. The concrete slabs came from a communist-era East German apartment block. The windows from the now demolished Palace of the Republic in central East Berlin. This kind of recycling isn't cheaper than using new materials, but it makes environmental sense. Finished 2 years ago, the structure houses small but exquisite art exhibitions. Our next stop is in Frankfurt, to a team of architects who are working on a high-profile project that will command the world's attention in the coming years. The offices of Albert Speer and Partner have proposed 8 stadiums for the Qatar Soccer World Cup in 2022. Their challenge is to figure out how to make it possible to play world-class soccer games in a desert where temperatures can reach 50 degrees Celsius. Pure madness? Or a laboratory for environmental innovation? Germany has established a reputation for environmentally responsible climate control.
Air-conditioned stadiums aren't really anything new. That's already been done, especially in this region. But we want to tap the sun for the required energy. Solar technology on a completely different scale.
The stadiums could turn into an unprecedented experiment, an international testing ground for environmental technology, and serve as an international showcase for Speer and Partner's green credentials.
Sustainability is a field in which Germans have credibility, and that makes it easier for us to work internationally. But we have to be able to deliver what we propose. It has to not only look good, but work well too, and not just today, but for much longer.
From international sporty events to backyard galleries, is the globalized world turning us into nomads again? Back in Berlin, we meet a man who's been thinking about the hotels of the future. Conventional hotels waste huge amounts of energy. His first idea for the shape of hotels to come is to make the rooms smaller.
We have to redefine luxury. I have to offer an experience that people will want to tell their friends about, something that makes this hotel unforgettable.
Tobias Walliser has got a lot to say about the uses of environmental technology in tomorrow's hotels. How, for example, guests can open up a wall like a tent and walk out into this space. Suddenly it seems German architects can combine aesthetics with environmentalism.
I think we're getting a little bit more courageous here in Germany. I think it's time to show the next generation that green and sexy absolutely do belong together.
Green and sexy, a utopian vision? Perhaps. But one thing is certain. German architects have no shortage of ideas and visions for a better world. Impressive cities, hotels and stadiums that are good for the environment.
The utopia that I envision is one in which our built-up environment achieves a balance that generates no waste products.
What's truly sustainable is to take whole buildings and reuse them.
Imagine being in 2 places at the same time, one that feels exotic and one that feels familiar, and being able to jump between them quickly.